morning, everyone. Well, I'd like to start with some of my family background. By 1958, more than 2 million people had suffered from a decade of violence in my country, Colombia. That time, my parents were forced to leave everything they had behind, and despite their hard work, they were forced into a state of poverty. Therefore, 4 years ago, I found myself in a dilemma because I wanted to go to university. My parents could not afford my expenses, nor was I able to find a job to contribute. Eventually, I found out that I was not the only person going through that situation. It is shown through research that unemployment rates are higher in the regions most affected by the conflict, and currently there are more than 1 million youth without a job in my country. Fortunately, nowadays, I have a job, I'm attending university, and I have learned foreign languages. How? The answer is tourism. According to the World Tourism Organization, 1 out of every 10 jobs in the world is generated by tourism. And this market is considered to be the 3rd largest economy in the world. Did you know that Colombia is the 2nd most biodiverse country on the planet? That's why the number of tourists rose more than 150% in the last couple of years. Additionally, in 2016, the conflict ended with a peace agreement, which means this is the perfect opportunity for tourism in Colombia to grow. The problem is that tourism in Colombia is only concentrated in 4 cities, and the regions most affected by the conflict could never see tourism as an economic opportunity despite their potential. We are Get Up and Go, and our solution is to create a system to connect travelers with young people who live in these regions that are able to offer different services of the tourism industry.
Allow me to explain you where this idea came from. 3 years ago, tourism was not well structured in the Department of Cauca, a region highly affected by the conflict in Colombia. We started doing free walking tours by showing our local culture and history in exchange for donations from tourists. Also, because we wanted to practice English and we felt passionate about Popayán, the capital of this region. That year, we gave tours to 1,200 visitors. Then, the second year, we created more activities, such as dance lessons, so tourists decided to stay in the city longer than planned. Then, we started partnering with hotels, and restaurants, so we will earn commission on what tourists spend. The third year, we partnered with travel agencies where we will expand it to rural areas, like the Puracén Natural Park, where people can see the world's biggest flying bird. There, you will meet 12 indigenous youth who got the chance to offer different services through tourism, working, for example, as local guides. By last year, we had more than 10,000 tourists, and one of the restaurants we partnered with expanded and hired 7 new women as employees. One of those young women even started her own restaurant with the knowledge that she gained.
When we started, we had no money in our pockets. We just did something we feel passionate about. And now we've become a tourism company that has generated more than 200 jobs for young people from our region who have improved their life conditions through tourism. So we want to replicate this system in at least 8 regions of our country. By creating a tourist route where travelers and get-uppers are continuously interacting between each other. At the moment, we have only worked in 3 urban and 1 rural area. But if we targeted 6 urban and 3 rural areas, we'd be able to generate more than 1,500 jobs for young people from the region. And this is how we'll do it. Research, partner, and setup. 3 steps. First of all, we'll identify every region's potential by research on the cultural and natural resources. Then we'll start partnering with different local tourism suppliers like travel agencies and local families, as well as with governmental institutions to provide training for get-uppers. Finally, we'll have set up the tourist route and start offering these free walking tours as well as other private services. By year 7, we'll have generated more than 10,000 jobs in the 8 regions of our country, and we'll become the first tourism company that offers these services in Colombia. And we know we can do this because we've already created a network of different partners that have helped us through this way and that will help us make this possible. We are an interdisciplinary team that loves this project. because it's about young people building peace together in their communities through tourism. So we invite you to get up and go change the world with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the pitch, guys. So for Team Get Up and Go, now we will start the feedback section. So you mentioned that you have partners, and you've identified partners. I think it would be helpful if you say why they would choose to partner with you rather than do exactly what, provide the services that you provide. So why would they give up some of their market, some of their business to partner with you when potentially they could provide some of the services that you build?
It would also help a lot in your pitch to see how you're going from the current state of employment that you've reached to 10,000, because it sort of was like we had 10,000 tourists and we created 7 jobs, but now in 7 years we're going to create over 10,000 jobs, so it would be really helpful to see how you kind of see that progression.
I also heard and appreciate that you are creating the conditions for jobs to be created, but I was wondering if there's more of a robust strategy to intentionally build those, creating those jobs instead of just creating conditions for them. So what might it look like if there was getting more people on board rather than existing hotels or existing restaurants? What it would look like to get more people working and starting their own maybe little side businesses.
Guys, as you know, this is the second time I've seen you. So I know a little bit more about your business, but so I'm having to take myself back a little bit to give you the comments. I'm going to give you exactly the opposite comment I gave the other team. I told the other team, they told us about the how, but not the what. You told us about the what, but not the how. So I'm a little lost in terms of how are you going to execute this. And remembering that this is a competition that you have to build a sustainable business, and that business has to be sustainable because it's profitable. So there was no mention about your profitability and your sustainability and your ability to then achieve that objective, the goal. I really like what you're doing, guys. Seriously do. But we need to have more meat on the business versus meat on the opportunity that the business is addressing. Follow what I'm saying. So, and I clearly understand, as you know, I spent a lot of time in Colombia. I clearly understand the need that you're trying to address, and it is indeed a sincere need. How much time do we have? A minute. More comment?
So on the slide, you have the backgrounds of your team members. I think it would be, again, helpful to understand, how each person is contributing to the growth and scalability of the business. Some of it, might be kind of inherent in terms of John studying modern languages, so I would presume that there would be some language skills training there, but I think it would be helpful if you highlighted what people can contribute. Thank you so much.